ARES Commander offers some interesting features that allow us to manipulate and organize layers with greater productivity. Highlighting among them is the command Layer Preview, which is exclusive to ARES Commander. Thus, we can select layers and visualize their contents. And even select groups of layers. After selecting layers, we can select Preview and take a closer look, using the Zoom and Pan command. Press Escape to return to the dialog box. The Restore Layers state when exit option, when it is active, determines if the previous layer state will be restored after closing the Layer Preview command. Pay attention. At this point, it says it will restore it. Press Close and the drawing will return to the previous configuration. Now let's try the opposite. Select a group of layers and deselect the box. Press Close. By this method, we can use Layer Preview to configure the layer configuration we like to use. Within Layer Preview, another option appears. See how the drawing is currently shown. Now notice that the option Restore View when Exit is activated. This option is used when we perform a preview and zoom or use Pan to modify the original point of view of the project. Then, if we press the right button or we use the Escape key, we return to the Layer Preview box. The original view will be restored when we close the Layer Preview dialog. In turn, if we deselect it, we will keep exactly the view as modified by the preview in the Layer Preview command when we will close the Layer Preview dialog. There are more options available. For example, when you press the right button, we will find different options to select the layers. See, we can deselect everything or select everything. We can also right-click and choose Keep Selection to add more layers to the selection. Or add to the selection by right-clicking on another layer and choosing Keep Selection. A small mark appears that tells us which layers are selected. Now we have the possibility to stay only with these layers, deselecting here and pressing Close. In turn, if we want to select a group of layers, we can select one of them and now holding down the Shift key, choose the last one in the group. We can also select one and keeping Ctrl pressed. Click on other layers without needing to be next to the first one. On the other hand, the Ctrl+A key combination is available to select all layers at a time. Of course, we also have a filter that will allow us to quickly find any layer by writing part of its name. When we select a layer or a group of layers, at the bottom we will see that an option appears that allows to delete them. Of course, this option will only appear for empty layers. Now we select a layer that is empty and we see how the delete button is activated. We select and remove this layer. Layer Preview not only serves to review our project through the layers, but also to discover the organization of the project created by other people and quickly set up layer states, for example. To learn more about these and other layer-related tools in ARES Commander, do not miss out on the extensive help provided by the program.